All right, so again, continue with our techniques from the fundamentals whiteboard. Now we're gonna look at the basic setup for an armbar from the closed guard. So, real simple. If I'm gonna attack his right arm, I'm gonna use my right arm. One of the things I need to think about here, I'm gonna go under this arm if I'm reaching across this way. I like to control the wrist, come across, I'm controlling above his elbow. From here, I'm clamping my elbow to my rib cage. Now, I'm not trying to pull his arm across. If I'm doing the armbar correctly, I'm rotating my body around the arm to capture it. I'm not trying to bring the arm to me and force the position. So the first thing I just have to do is block the path of Scott's elbow here. So I'm controlling the wrist, I'm going to the elbow, clamping my elbow down. His arm is basically on my center line. So from here, I'm gonna bring my knees forward to break his posture a little bit and control this shoulder. Okay, once I've broken the posture a little bit, I'm not trying to keep him collapsed on top of me. I'm just getting him here enough that I can use this to make him carry my weight and establish my angle. My outside leg is gonna step on his hip. My hips are gonna lift up. I'm going to chop this leg high in his armpit. Now at this point, all my weight is on the back of my right leg, so my hips are still elevated off the mat. This is what's gonna allow me to bring the leg around his head, capturing his neck with the bend of my knee. Now my focus from here is to control the wrist with both hands. A lot of people will control wrist and hand together, or both hands on the wrist. The main thing that you need to remember, control the direction of the thumb. So basic cue is thumb pointing to the ceiling. I'm pinching my knees together, my hips are to the mat, and I'm lifting, extending my hips to finish the armbar. First thing I'm doing, I'm gonna control his wrist on the arm that I wanna capture here. I'm bringing my arm underneath. If his hand was in a different position, like his arm is already back, doesn't really matter, but if his hands are equal, I'm not gonna go over the top of this arm, because now I'm giving him inside control of this arm. He can come in, easily block me. So I'm gonna go underneath. I'm capturing above his elbow. I'm clamping my elbow to my ribs. Now I'm gonna swing my body basically so I can get his far shoulder, but he's far away. So I have to use my knees, bring him towards me, capture the shoulder. Now I'm gonna step on the hip. I'm gonna make him carry all my weight. So I use that as a platform to lift my hips up. I'm gonna pivot, chop the leg down high on his back. Now from here, all my weight stays on this leg. I lift my hip, capture his neck. 2-on-1, either both hands on the wrist or one hand on the wrist, one hand on the hand. Either way, I'm just trying to control the direction of his thumb. My knees are pinched together, heels are curling him towards me, extend my hips, finish the armbar position.